Sparking Zero is the Dragon Ball game everybody has been talking about for the longest time. It built up tons of hype, and now that it's been out for a good while, and now that I've finally finished Goku Saga, I thought why not discuss the game. I'm going to talk about mainly offline modes in this video since I haven't played too much online, but I will start with a brief discussion of the online. So with the online mode you can choose from Team Battle, Single Battle and DP Battle. Team Battle and DP Battle are pretty much the same, but with DP Battle you have 15 points to actually make a team from. Your weaker characters like Mr. Satan cost 1 DP, with some characters costing 10 DP. You can find tier lists on YouTube if you are struggling to build a cost efficient team, but the best way I think is to do it is to just try everyone out for yourself. Single Battle is just a good old 1v1, but I do prefer DP as you get more variety since everyone likes to use Goku UI, Vegito Blue and SSJ for Gogeta. You can choose from ranked and unranked, and there's also a world tournament mode which is pretty fun also. Apart from that, there's not too much to say. I think they've done a very good job with the online mode, and I hope they had some cool events for it in the future. So now with online out of the way, let's talk about all the offline stuff, starting with the menus, baby. The menu is very easy to navigate, but it's not the best using the joystick as it goes all over the place, so make sure to use the D-pad. So what's on the menu dock? Well, we have episode and customs, which we'll talk about separately. Battle and training, which is your online mode, and obviously training mode. The training mode is actually pretty decent. You can go through all of it and learn tons of moves, tons of like evades and like counters and stuff like that. Definitely play that if you've never played this kind of Dragon Ball game before, or just play it anyway. It's good to, you know, relearn everything. You've got challenges and missions. That's just for all the in-game stuff you complete mainly by naturally playing the game. You can get things from Zenny to character banners or even Dragon Balls from these, so make sure to check them out. Shop and customize, where you can spend your Zenny to unlock characters, outfits, music and more. You can also customize your player card as well. The gallery section, honestly I haven't done anything in this section. And then we finally have the Come Forth, where you can summon Shenron, Purunga and Super Shenron. With the wishes you can wish for Zenny, characters, a higher profile level which will unlock more in the shop and even more stuff like that. I think the menu is done in a very efficient way. It doesn't have too much crammed into it, but apart from that it's a menu. There's not much you can say about a menu, mate. Now onto the roster, hands down the best roster, which will get even better with future DLCs. My only honest complaint is the lack of Dragon Ball OG, which I will talk about later, but apart from that I love it. Just the sheer amount of characters is crazy, and the fact that they all have different movesets and abilities is even crazier. There's great attention to detail with tons of references to the manga with certain moves and even with certain throws, like if you throw Majin Buu as Goku. You can also customize every single character with different outfits, emotes and all that good stuff. Don't worry, there's no like Fortnite item shop in this game to buy emotes from. You can't do the gritty as Goku unfortunately, but it's fine. Each character also has different stats, so with Mr. Satan he has the lowest DP in the game, but combo wise he's actually one of the best. Also DP wise, Vegeta Blue is ranked higher than Gogeta Blue, I'm just saying. But yeah, that's just about everything. The roster and characters are just absolute peak. Now onto the bigger chunk of the video, we're going to talk about the story mode. I think they knew that at this point they couldn't just do the same old story in a Dragon Ball game once again. They've done it that many times at this point. It's been done that many times, it needed some spice. What if scenarios have been added to this game, and I honestly wish they did even more. I enjoyed the challenge of unlocking them and actually watching the story play out differently. I won't spoil any of the what ifs because I want everyone to experience them for themselves, but they are very cool. They also add a lot of replay value to the story, as you have to complete challenges to actually unlock the what if scenario, like beating an enemy in a certain amount of time. They can be challenging, but I had a lot of fun going through Goku's campaign and unlocking all the different scenarios. I do wish certain what if scenarios kept going until say the end of Z, instead of being just for a specific arc like the Cell Games arc. And some of the what ifs do have underwhelming endings, but I can't be too picky. For the main campaign itself, I see it as more as a practice space than anything. If you haven't played a Dragon Ball game with a story mode and that's what you're mainly buying the game for, then I would recommend Kakarot instead, as that game does tell the story much better. There's not too many cutscenes and a lot of iconic moments are shown through moving panels and in-game footage, which is a letdown. But as I've said already, we already have a story game and I wouldn't want a full-on retelling of the entire Dragon Ball story again. I've seen it a million times at this point. Story mode is the place where you will learn the controls and get better at the game, all while unlocking characters, outfits and just getting that Zenny, baby. They have done stories for multiple characters this time also, as you can see here, and you can actually unlock more of them, so it will be fun to experience the story as different characters and see their sides. But yeah, I think this was the best way to do the story. Make it short and sweet with some what if scenarios sprinkled in. There is custom battles, which is a nice addition also. Custom battles allows you to make your own stories and play other people's stories as well. I haven't tried to make a battle yet, so I don't know if this is a smooth process or anything, but from the battles I've played I really enjoyed them. There is bonus battles, which I think are battles made by the devs using using the custom battle feature, which you can unlock characters from as well. All in all, a very nice addition. So gameplay wise, I haven't actually written anything for this, so I'm just going to go off the cuff, because no matter what I write, I can't describe how good this gameplay is. You've probably seen the trailers, you've seen the videos, it is amazing. Like, you will not understand how good it is unless you play it yourself. It's very responsive, very fluid, all the moves look incredible, the graphics, everything. I've never experienced lag while playing this game. It just runs incredibly smoothly. Not during transformations, not during fusions or cutscenes or anything like that. So if you're worried about like FPS drop, that's not going to happen with this game. The combos, I like how you can change them up with the square and triangle. It doesn't sound complicated, but you can actually do some very cool combos with them. The different blocks you can do, the swift dodges, I don't know what they're called. They look really cool though. The way different characters perform, like with Whis, he just automatically dodges because obviously he's an angel, he dodges. The way transformations work, I really like. I like the different speeds and like the different clashes that happen with like the higher tier characters compared to the lower tier characters. Like if you do a beam clash with Gogeta and Broly, they'll actually like destroy the dimension like they did in the film. The attention to detail, man, it's different level with this game, and you can really tell when actually playing. There is a reasonable skill gap as well. I did see that IGN gave this game a 7 out of 10 because of the difficulty, which is absolutely stupid. There's obviously going to be skill gaps in fighting games. The whole point of a fighting game is that you get better at the game so you can shorten the skill gap. But yeah, I really love the gameplay. I'm definitely starting to get a hang of it a bit more. The training mode does a really good job at explaining all of the different mechanics. Like I said earlier, make sure you do the training mode because it shows off different gameplay elements that you might not have even known was in the game. Obviously it has destructible environments as well, which makes the game a lot more interesting. The fact you can just punch people through buildings, you know, shoot off final flashes, send them flying through them, it's very satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. Games need to utilize that more often. Little things like on the world tournament map, if you do like a crazy move, everyone will actually evacuate the stage, and once that happens you can actually fight around the city and just destroy everything. The transformations and everything are also really smooth. The way you swap characters is with the D-pad, so it's very quick and efficient, and all in all it just works. It's very good, very good. It's just really good. So was Sparking Zero worth the hype? It's a silly question to even ask. Of course it was. It's such a great game, and with all the TikToks and videos I've seen on it, I can tell this is going to have an incredible run. I can't wait for the DLCs to come out and play as all the new characters. I am unsure if they're adding story modes with them, but I do hope they do. Like I said earlier, I do wish there was more for Dragon Ball OG, like a story mode and more characters, because I feel like they haven't done a story mode for OG yet in any of these games, but a DLC might come out and just fix that. So if you are considering buying Sparking Zero, I 100% recommend it because it is an incredible game, arguably the best Dragon Ball game ever. If you have any thoughts about the game, let me know down in the comments, and if you want to see more videos like this on the channel, you know, more review type stuff, then let me know, and I'll see you all next time.